Hi guys, it's 2:50 in the afternoon. It's November the 30th. It is Saturday still. So I went to Fabricana, and as you can see, there's something in there. But before I tell you that, I'll tell you about the Walmart. Just 'cause, okay? Hold on. Okay, so I picked up another one of these things. I have quite a lot of this. My entire back wall of my cage is filled with them. See that red one? The purplish, blackish, gray one? There should be another one back there somewhere. Two. Anyway, I have a lot of them. Walmart is a really good place to get fleece, especially this kind of fleece. It's almost the same as the other one. You just don't get to pick the cute prints and stuff. But this is only $5, okay? And this is a little over a meter by 1.5 meters. I just finished buying 4 meters worth, and it was $40. This is only $5, so it's like half price per meter. So this is definitely a better buy. I bought this to make extra ramp covers. Ramp covers are the things you see in my cage. Hang on. Those blue things that go and cover the ramps, because the ramp is made of this kind of material. So I don't want them stepping on wires, just because you never know. But anyway, that's why I bought this, and I bought this also so I can do some trial runs of some other things. But anyway, majority of this, I'm talking like absolute majority of this, is going to be liners for the ramp. And by that, I mean at least 20 or 30. Because I do have like, how many do I have? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have like 9 ramps. So I have enough that I can put 7 out, because I have enough clips, but I don't have enough clips to clip them all. So that's why some of them I just use them to lock up the cage. But I have 3 spare ones over there. But I have actually 1 extra set of clips. So sometimes they pee on the ramps because I lowered it so that they could run underneath it after they came out of the tunnel. So they did pee on that because of the angle is low enough that they can sit and feel comfortable enough to pee. They usually don't pee if there's a steep incline. So I put actually G-diaper pads in there this time, because I just changed it today. And I saw that they peed on the ramp. They never used to pee on the ramp. But then again, I never used to lower it like that. They used to be like this, and now they're like this. So anyway, that's why I got this. It was $5. I got this on Black Friday. Okay, hold on, guys. Let me just put that away. Alrighty. On to the good stuff, right? Okay, so I'm not going to take this out because I don't want to get it all dirty. But this is really, really cute. Hold on. Okay, maybe I will. Hold on. So this is the print. It looks like that. And I bought 4 meters. It will take 1 meter. When they say 1 meter, it's folded. So it's actually 2 layers. So I bought 4 meters worth. 1 meter will make 1 cage liner for the pan, the silver pan. I'm going to make, I bought enough. Originally, I was going to buy only the bottom pans, or, at least enough for 1 set. But during this weekend, until the 1st of September, 1st of December, there's no tax if you buy at Fabricana. So if you're buying fabric this weekend, you don't have to pay any taxes. So usually our tax is 12%. So about $1 for every $10. So for every meter I'm buying, I have to pay an extra $1.20 actually. So I saved about $5 just by buying it on this long weekend. So that's what I did. So originally I was only going to buy two meters, but when I realized, you know, the next time I buy 2 meters to do the top, because they had a huge bolt of it, so they weren't going to run out anytime soon if I waited 2 weeks or something. But I realized that the next time I go, I'm going to be paying a few bucks more, so I figure, you know, I'll just get it this time. So yeah, I got enough fleece to make that, and then I got a couple more things. So I bought some thread. Don't ask me what brand or anything this is. But anyway, it was expensive. This was $10. This was the biggest roll they had. I kind of think that's odd, but she said it will last a long time. I haven't sewn in a long time. I did a couple projects in school and I really liked it. The only thing I didn't like was threading the machine, and when it jammed, like when the bobbin, the tension wasn't quite right, you know. But and changing the needle, I didn't quite grasp which needles were for what, but my mom's gonna help me with that part. So all I have to do is sew it. She's gonna thread it, you know. So it's all good. So I also bought these. These particular needles are, the lady that sold them to me said these are the best for doing fleece. So I'm going to get them. She said that if you get the wrong kind of needle, they'll break, which will damage your fabric after it breaks, obviously. So I bought that. That thing was $4.99. I'm not sure why it was originally $5.79. They crossed it out, but the ones on the shelf, they were only $4.99. So either they lowered their prices or it was a sale. I don't know. But anyway, it wasn't too expensive. So that was $10. This was $5. This was $1. These are just threaders, so you can push this through the needle of the machine and then put the thread through and then just pull it back out. And it basically threads it for you. And this was a 2-pack, and it was $1. I thought, whatever, you know. And then this was $1.99, and they're bobbins. This is the stuff you put on the bottom of your machine. So you need a thread on the top, and you need one on the bottom to sew, obviously. I could have got the plastic ones, which were only 99 cents, but she said the metal ones will last longer. So, you know, I plan to only make liners right now, but if I change my mind and I enjoy it and I end up sewing other stuff down the road, I'm not going to go and buy more bobbins, you know, and then throw out the plastic ones. So I might as well just pay the extra $1. It was the same amount of bobbins. Oh, actually, no, it was a pack of 6. This was only a pack of 5. So I got one less, but I paid $1 more. But hopefully it will last longer. So 10, 12, 13. So this was about $13. So with tax, I paid about $15 for this. This was expensive, if you ask me. For some reason, this doesn't look like it should cost $15. I don't know. It doesn't. It looks like something you should get at the dollar store for like $1 each. But anyway, that's the plan. I will be making liners. I haven't quite worked out how I'm going to do this, but the idea right now that I have is to maximize my money so I don't have to wash the stuff pointlessly. I was going to, because the bedwet sheets don't need prepping when you buy them out of the package. I have a video on that. I showed you what they look like from Walmart. But way back when I had guinea pigs, so like way back in September, August and September of this year, of 2013, you should be able to find videos. If you go back on the dates, I date all my videos, so you should be able to find it. The bedwet sheets are ready to use out of the bag, obviously. So what I was going to do, because I do plan to keep these for the meantime, and then eventually someday I'll end up making more liners anyways. So what I was going to do is if I buy new liners, pads, I'll buy 4 of them. I'll take the existing ones out of here, put the new ones in here, so that as these get used and washed, they'll be prepped. And then the fleece, the lady said they don't shrink because it's polar. I'm going to use the existing pads in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the fleece, put it in the wash with these things when I do the laundry, like sometime in January, end of January probably, and then end of February, end of March, and then after March, they'll be prepped to wick. And I will use the existing pads that are in here for the newer fleece, and I'll make my liners, so then everything will be ready to go, and I won't have to purposely pay $15 to prep it. And I won't have to wait 4.5 hours pointlessly, because right now I have to wait an hour and a half to wash this anyway, and since I have to do it 3 times, it's 4.5 hours. I might as well just do it all at once, you know, when I'm doing my laundry. So I'm trying to minimize the expenses, because it was actually more expensive than I thought. I thought that the fleece liners would be a lot cheaper. I knew that the fleece was $10 a meter, but I didn't realize that 1 meter was only going to make 1 liner because of the top and the bottom. You have to have 2 layers, right? Sandwiching it, right? So that's why it's going to cost more. But either way, online for a pan of this size, which is almost like a 2x3, CNC cage, they want like $80 to make it if you want it with the waterproof backing that I have. If you want towels and stuff, I think they charge like $60. And then if you want only flannel, which I will never use, in the center as an absorbent pad, I think you can get it for as cheap as $50 for a set of top and bottom. So it's pretty cheap to get flannel or cotton. They have some sort of cotton batting. But all of those things are not waterproof. So what happens is you've got a waterproof you've got a wicking layer, absorbent layer, and then don't forget the bottom layer is also fleece, and it's a wicking layer. So what's going to happen is you're going to have pee going through, absorbent to the pad, and any excess is going to go through that and through the fleece, and fleece wicks, right? So it's going to go down onto your pan. And then it's going to stink because the moisture is trapped between the metal and your fleece until it dries. And because there's so many layers, it's not going to really dry that fast. And plus, they like to pee in the corners, so it's never really going to dry. It's always going to stay a little bit humid, which is why I went with the bed wet sheets. Bed wet sheets are probably the most expensive option you can go with, but it's probably the cleanest. Because like when I lift my pads, I just changed it today. When I lift my pads, it's clean underneath. This is just calcium deposit. It doesn't come off. Well, it does if I use a certain kind of solution, but this thing was dry, it was clean, you didn't have to clean it. I just wiped it down with a Lysol wipe, and then I dried it with a baby wipe. Just rinse it. But yeah, this is probably the most expensive way to go, but it's also probably the best if you don't want such a mess. You don't want your cage to stink. And right now, because I have so many levels, I'm actually only changing the liners every 2 weeks. I'm cleaning it every day, though, with a vacuum, but I'm changing out the fleece every 2 weeks, or almost close to it. Sometimes I change it a day or 2 early, depending on when I want to do the laundry. But for the most part, at least 1.5 weeks to 2 weeks. So it's pretty good. Even with 2 chins, I mean, I used to have only 1 liner, and I changed it out 3 times a week. Then I got 2 pans, and I was changing it out every week. And then when I got that, I realized, you know, I can just add 1 more week to it instead of changing it once a week. Because it's a waste. They don't pee all over the place yet. Sometimes the fleece is clean because they haven't got to that one yet. So I started doing every 2 weeks. I think I started doing that, I think in July. But anyway, yeah. So that's what I bought for Black Friday. Not very much. Sorry if I bored you guys. I am going to a Christmas meeting for Chinchilla owners this weekend, this coming weekend, Saturday. So next Saturday. So I'll be unavailable for videos, I guess. But there's a raffle, and if I win something, I will make a video. They're all upstairs. I'm sorry if it was a boring video. They're all sleeping. I fed them their cranberry. They had a cranberry today. I don't give it to them very often, but they had a cranberry. The real deal. Not the pet kind. Just a half of one. And they had a shreddy. I've been feeding them shreddies, guys. They should be eating shredded wheat instead. I'll do a video on that too soon. On my treats and stuff. But I gave them shreddies. It's very low in sugar. And it's actually got more vitamins and minerals than that one. And they seem to like this one more. I put it on a tray for them and they picked this one. Okay, guys.